Okay, let's have a look at this thing. The Triumph Tiger 900 Rally Aragón Edition. So this is a special edition that was released to commemorate Cervantes completing writing Don Quixote, and then he went on and finished the Aragon Rally more than an hour ahead of everybody else on a Tiger 900 Rally Pro. So they made this one to commemorate that, so it's spec'd up like a pro. Got a few bells and whistles. Doesn't have all the features of a pro, but has more features than the standard Rally. So of course the styling is there standing out. I like the look of this. I like the black and grey colours, and the little bits of fluorescent yellow on it aren't too bad. They don't really shock. But yeah, sort of got the engine guards, fuel guards come into it. It's got the bash plate, but it's a bit of a tinny one, so it's more of a stone guard than a bash plate. Maybe it'll be a crumple zone. So if you want to go hardcore, you need to upgrade to a more solid one. But that's going to protect you from most things that you're going to ride. It's got the Brembo brakes. Decent sized brakes on there. I put the Scorpions on it rather than the standard tyres. It comes with some pretty road style tyres, which is a bit strange when you've got a rally bike. Why would you go all road with the tyres? But I suppose for the majority of users, you are going to be spending most of the time on the road. Even I will. But I found the road ones on my old 800, you know, good for gravel roads like these, but as soon as you get to anything a little bit muddy or even just damp grass, and the tyres don't handle it. So yeah, it's got 230mm of travel at the back, 240 at the front. It's got the decent sized TFT on it. In fact, let's go through some of those features. Okay, of course, I had it in off-road mode. Start it up, it'll default back to road mode. A number of bikes do that. I guess it's a good safety thing, but it is something to remember. And I've heard some people say if you just hit the kill switch, it will, you know, I'm not sure about this particular bike, but some bikes they say if you hit the kill switch, it'll start back up in rally mode. But that's not good for the bike, because it does a lot of sort of shutdown processes, you know, these new techie bikes. So avoid using the kill switch unless you absolutely have to. If you really need to kill the bike, use the keys. Doesn't take long to change the mode back to rally. So if I go through a few of the controls on the handlebars, there's the was it 5-way switch, left, right, up, down, press, and that can change the modes. If I hit the, hit the mode button to start with, changes on the screen to the mode, so it gives you a quick change through them. So this does have the Rally Road, the Off-Road Pro, which is a good feature for people who want all of the safety turned off. Off-road's good enough for me, so it's really knocked back any interference. There's a little bit there, a little bit of traction control, but doesn't actually get in the way too much. And again, using that 5-way switch, there's a number of different things you can set on the dashboard. So I can flick between the two different trip meters. Got your fuel status, got your tyre temperatures. This bike does have the tyre pressures, does have the pressure sensors, and you can go to the temperature of the bike as well, and when the service is due. So this one, brand new, got 600 k's to go until it needs a service again. The nearest Triumph servicing place, it's about 300 k's. So I don't have much time to play with this before it needs to go back to the shop. You got your rev counter, and back to the trips. Now you can actually change all of that sort of stuff. Over on dashboard over here, there's the home button, which takes to the main menu. And here you've got your rider mode setups, so you can actually customize whether you've got the ABS on, you know, with your mode maps. This is the customized one, so I can have my own customized one based on any of the different mappings. Traction control, have it turned off or set to any of the other things, or reset. So you can sort of tinker with the different modes there. Bike setup, Triumph shift assist. It's got shift assist, so you don't actually need to use the clutch when you're changing gears, and it is very good. It took me a little while to get used to it, but when I say a little while, 20 minutes, half an hour of riding, it is good. It is good, especially good on the gravel roads when you're wanting to sort of keep your hands on the handlebars properly and keep in control and everything, and it just makes a bit of a difference, eh? It's good. Indicators, the embarrassment saver. It's got a couple of different modes for the indicators, so you can have it where you just give it a bit of a flick to the side and it'll give you 3 seconds, just if you're doing a lane change or something, and then auto turn off. The auto advanced one will, you hold it a bit longer, it will give you, I think it's 60 seconds, I can't remember off the top of my head actually, before it cancels. And then manual, you know, just your standard, push the indicator back down in the middle to cancel it. So yeah, the embarrassment saver, that's good. Oh. And if I go back, the service stuff, it will tell you when your service intervals are, when the next service is due. Trip setup, yeah, you can reset your trip things. You can actually reset your trip things from the other screen. Display setup, you can change all sorts of colours that you want. Change the brightness. The visible trays with the stuff I showed before, which is where you can flick between your trip meters. There's a bunch of things that I've got turned off because they have no relevance to me. Volume control, music, GoPro. If you've got a GoPro, you can actually sync it with the bike and control the GoPro recording from the handlebars, which a little bit annoyed that, well, no, I'm not really annoyed, but it certainly would have been advantageous if I had bought a GoPro. because that is quite a nice feature if you're not even having to take your hands off the handlebars to do recording. If it's all in there, you've got your SMS, you've got your call status, call history, navigation, all these different things that you can do from the Triumph app on your phone. The app won't install on my phone because my phone is too old. It's about 5 years old. So, yep, it wants me to upgrade the phone. I can't afford to do that after buying the bike. So, yeah, a lot of these features I can't do. The navigation is actually just turn-by-turn navigation. It's not showing a sort of Google Maps type thing on the screen. Just showing you your next turn. And intercom, if you've got a Bluetooth intercom, it will integrate with that as well. Gear shift indicators. You can have it when it's in running in mode. It will tell you if you're over revving the bike or anything like that. User defined, you can tell it, you know, it will warn you when you hit 95,000 revs. Or just disable it. You know when to change gears. You can hear it. Language course, units if you want it in miles per hour or kilometres an hour, clock date, all the normal sort of stuff. Again, Bluetooth, as I said, you know, you can sync with various devices. Anyway, that's the guts of the display. It's a very clear display, very easy to read, and it is very nice when you can split the screen like it is at the moment to have the individual trays at the side that you can flick through if you need. It is quite good being able to easily flick between what your fuel is and what your trip stuff is, but you can still see all the other details on the right hand side. It's all very clear to read. So that's the techie stuff. You don't need to know too much. You can read it all yourself. Now some of the other stuff on the handlebars. As I said, you've got your 5-way trip thing, indicators that you can set up differently, your mode button, cruise control. The cruise control is quite useful as well. You know, cancel it just with your either your brakes or clutch in, or you can turn your throttle, just sort of push it back to the top, and it will just do a gentle turn off of the cruise control. Lights and stuff like that. Heated grips. Got 3 different modes of heated grips, which is quite good. Just press the button. Now, the one thing that is already a bit of a annoyance: heated seats. Now, if I hit the heated seat button, let's let that reset. Yep, if I hit the heated seat button, icon comes up on the thing saying, yep, that's heating the seat, heating just one seat, or heated seats off. It doesn't actually have heated seats. It has the button, has the light on the dashboard, but there aren't actually any heating things in the seats. They can be added, it's got the wires all there for it, but it is not standard. A little bit of annoyance. However, I've never been riding along thinking, oh, my bum's a little bit chilly. So I don't think it's going to impact my enjoyment at all. And yeah, good looking bike. I like it. the standing position is much nicer on this than it was on the 800. The seat's a bit narrower at the front, which sort of means you get your weight forward a lot more. You know, you're not having to go bow-legged. All the people off doing the tramp. Apparently exceptionally nice views up at Bell Rock, but I'm not going to do that today because I'm not fit enough. But yeah, the number of cars that were there is an indication of how well used this road can be. Yeah, right on cue. So caution is most definitely advised. One thing I've noticed with the start thing here, it says road mode when you start. If you hit mode, it actually highlights off-road straight away. So you just hit the select button and you're ready to go. So it's they have made it easy for you. It's a bit Lord of the Ringsy, isn't it? It may even have been used in Lord of the Rings. And that's why I'm probably going to accidentally call this bike the Aragon Edition every now and then, rather than Aragon. However you're supposed to say the Spanish place. However, seeing as this bike is named, is built in commemoration of Cervantes' achievement, I should probably call this Rosinante. I think that was the name. Some may get the reference. So there we go, the first sort of shakedown ride for the bike. It's definitely feels much better off-road, well, on gravel, than my previous bike. And it's going to allow me to grow quite a lot in that area. Go to a few more places. So the features of the bike are all good. The quick shift is definitely a great thing when you're riding along standing up. It's just so much easier to just flick through the gears. Don't really need to think about it. Just take a stab at the pedal and away you go. Yeah, I will have to get the spanners out, give everything a bit of a tighten when I get home. as you do with a new bike. You know, things like this mirror just it came loose with the just the vibrations of the gravel. So give that a bit of a tighten, make sure everything else is okay. There was a bit of a squeak from the front brakes. That seems to have gone away, but I'll need to check that. Yes, the Triumph Tiger 900 Rally Aragón Edition. Aragon. It's a good bike.